Hi there, Marcus here again, doing a video on multi-currencies and how to use in 4POS. Let's go and have a look quickly first at the back office, other maintenance or more maintenance, then maintain multiple currencies. I've set my regional settings on my computer to use uh, US dollar. Let's just go in there quickly. So as you can see there, that although I've said it's English South Africa and all the rest of it, it's set for dollars now. So effectively, I'm saying I'm going to be selling in dollars in my system. In other words, all my prices will be priced in dollar prices, US dollar then. And then I put an exchange rate in then for all the other currencies that I might accept, specifically in Zimbabwe or Mozambique or wherever else. Um, the rand, I've basically taken the rand currency and said, okay, fine, what is the current exchange? And you can obviously adjust that accordingly. In other words, you can go and say, fine, how many rands do I get for $1? So in $1, I'll get 0.054 rands worth. Now again, you might say, but hang on, that's the exchange rate and it fluctuates and it's up and it's down and so on. Yeah, well, put whatever rate you accept in your business as a decent rate. You will also have to check and see, is it necessary for you to post that in your business somewhere to say what rate of exchange is acceptable and how do they do that, and then work it out accordingly. So again, yeah, you can go and say, I want to use 0.054, or you might even say, well, I'm only going to accept 0.045 or higher for that matter. In other words, you're getting, you need more rands for your dollar price, if you understand what I'm saying. So once you've set that all up and you've adjusted your prices accordingly, in other words, you put it into dollar prices. Let me just go and show you two items that I've set up quickly. So I've used 2-liter Coca-Cola, and I said that my dollar price for 6 of them, in other words, cost price is $4.50, and I'm selling in the following prices. In other words, I'm going to be selling a single for $1.30 and a six-pack for $6.50. Now again, you might say it's unrealistic, it's too high, it's this, that, or the other. You will know what it costs you to get the goods into your store in dollar prices and work it out from there. Okay, so once we've set that all up, we can now proceed to our sales screen. And in our sales screen, I've now sold one of those Coca-Colas, and I've pressed the multi-currency button, which is in 4POS by default, Control F7. Of course, you can go and put it under anything for that matter. You can go and change it to the normal F2 or cash function, and it will then pop up. And as you can see clearly on the screen, it shows you then the value or the sale then is $1.30, and it tells you clearly there the equivalent in rand. In other words, the customer has to give you 25 rand to be able to pay for that. Now the system does not cater for cents in dollars, okay? Um, or it doesn't cater for cents in rands, it caters for cents in dollars. In other words, if I now go and put in here, argument's sake, 26 rand, you'll see that the change will be given as zero point 0 or zero point 0.1. Now again, you will decide whether you're going to do that in dollar cents. In other words, do you have 10 cents in US currency, or you don't. In other words, you'll give it an exchange for something else, or you'll give it in Metikash, or you'll give it in Zim dollar, or whatever currency you'll give the change to. That is a decision you will make. The fact of the matter is that 4POS will do the calculation for you. Now, as you can see, that field for the 26 Rand, then, if you can see my mouse there, is highlighted. So let's just delete all of that out, and I'm going to say no, the customer is actually giving me Zim dollar. So for Zim dollar, they need to give me $352, or maybe they give me $355, and that will be the change again in cents. And once I finalize that sale now to cash, um, it will then finalize that sale. And when I do my cash ups at the end of the day, let's pull that report quickly. So I'm going to just go to reporting, financial, and I'm going to say multi-currency report. And my multi-currency report will then say that, fine, I had a sale there, as you can see, transaction number 98. And what we have received is we've received Zim dollar of 355. If we do multiple sales, which I'm going to be doing now, I'll do a couple of multiple transactions. So now that you've done a couple of transactions and you look at your report again, you'll see that it shows you all the transactions here on the left hand side, the currency that it's been received in, and the amount that was used. So in other words, this one we received in Metikash 425, in rands this transaction 122, and then in Zim dollar we received that transaction 355 Zim dollar. So obviously the same applies if you want to add US dollar as well, or the US dollar will then be in cash, and that will give you a breakdown of what to report on in terms of multi-currency that you've used in your business. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.